Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Amitabha. Hello everyone. So today I feel like talking about the 3 blessings of pure karma. So the 3 blessings of pure karma are foundational practices for all Pure Land practitioners and actually indeed for all Buddhists. If you want to increase your blessings and purify your karma to live a good life while on earth, then you should try to cultivate the 3 blessings of pure karma. So they are rooted from the Visualisation Sutra, or sometimes called the Contemplation Sutra. It's one of the 5 Pure Land Sutras. It's called the 3 blessings of pure karma because they are 3 practices, actually more than 3, or 3 dot points that can help us increase our blessings and purify our karma in our life. As Buddhists, we understand that this world is run by the law of karma. So if we want to live a good life while we are here, we should cultivate good karma, good blessings. We actually need good blessings in order to live a good life while we are here on earth. And when I say blessings, I don't mean just about money. Money can be a form of blessings, but blessing is much broader than that. For instance, if you have food and you have shelter to live, even if you don't have money, this is a form of blessings. The more blessings we have, then the more comfortable we will be able to live our life while we are here on earth. And for those who aspire to attain rebirth in the Pure Land, by cultivating the 3 blessings of pure karma, it can also not only guarantee our rebirth in the Pure Land, but also guarantee that we can attain a higher grade of rebirth. For those who have studied the Visualisation Sutra, one knows that there are 9 grades of rebirth. If you can cultivate the 3 blessings of pure karma, in addition to practicing Nianfo with the faith and vow to be born in Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, you can also attain a higher grade of rebirth. So the 3 blessings of pure karma, they are extremely important for Pure Land practitioners. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of them. Sometimes people think they seem to be like principles that restrain our life. They're not actually principles that restrain our life. They are principles that really help us to set our mind free. We need to have some kind of discipline, principles to govern our body, speech, and mind, so we can act in accordance to the law of karma. When we act in accordance to the law of karma, this is where we can obtain true freedom. Okay, so I like to also introduce a bit of background about the sutra and how the 3 blessings of pure karma come into existence from the sutra. So Devadatta, the Buddha's cousin, had this evil person, which we knew in hindsight from the Lotus Sutra, he was actually a bodhisattva, but that tried to test the Buddha using extreme means, extreme methods. We had another video on the true identity of Devadatta. For those who are interested, you can refer to that video. So Devadatta incited Prince Ajatasattu to seize the throne by force. So he put both his father, King Bimbisara, and his mother, Queen Vaidehi, under house arrest. So Queen Vaidehi was absolutely traumatized by this sudden disaster in her life. And she was extremely desperate, and she prayed for the Buddha to come to speak to her about the Dharma. And the Buddha, of course, knew about her thought. So the Buddha used his spiritual power to appear in the palace, appear in front of Queen Vaidehi. And Queen Vaidehi begged the Buddha to reveal to her about other worlds. Is there any other world I can go to, I can migrate to, because I'm so sick and tired of this evil world of 5 stupidities. So now we're really living in this evil world of 5 stupidities with lots of conflicts and suffering here. So Queen Vaidehi was very sick of this, and she wanted to migrate to a better world. And Shakyamuni Buddha used his spiritual power to demonstrate to her about all the worlds in the 10 directions, so all the wonderful Buddha's Pure Lands. So the Buddha emitted light from his Una, and with this light, like sitting on his throne, there appeared all the worlds in the 10 directions, all the Buddha's Pure Lands. All were wonderful and filled with light. And Queen Vaidehi, upon looking at all these different worlds in the 10 directions, she said, Buddha, all these worlds, they look wonderful and filled with light, but I aspire to go to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. Now, this is very important for us. So Queen Vaidehi, she had seen the best, and she had also experienced the best as a queen. Like queen and king in this world, they really have great privilege, like great blessings. They really got to enjoy the best of this world. And Queen Vaidehi, after seeing all these worlds in the 10 directions, she still chose Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. So this is really like a hint for all of us. Like Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land is the best out of all Pure Lands. So there are many, many other Buddha's Pure Lands, as we have seen in Mahayana sutras, such as the Lotus Sutra, the Avatamsaka Sutra, and many Mahayana sutras also described about many other Pure Lands. But out of all the sutras, Shakyamuni Buddha recommended to go to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land because this is one of the best Pure Lands, and it's also the easiest for us practitioners to go, particularly during the Dharma ending age, when no one can really attain enlightenment by themselves. And this is also Queen Vaidehi's choice. Before the Buddha even recommended her to go to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, she wanted to go by herself after just seeing all the worlds, comparing all the worlds in the 10 directions, and eventually she settled down on Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. So Queen Vaidehi is also a person with great wisdom. And she asked the Buddha, please, I want to go to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. Please tell me how to go there. She thought to go to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land was difficult, and she begged the Buddha to tell her how to visualize about the Pure Land. Now, usually if you want to go to others Buddha's Pure Land, it can be quite difficult, and you probably also need some kind of visualization methods. So in this Visualization Sutra, the Buddha taught Queen Vaidehi how to visualize the Pure Lands. The visualization methods is from the Visualization Sutra. But this practice is extremely difficult. It's not for the ordinary people. You can go and have a read about the sutra, but most likely you don't know how to practice according to the sutra. But Shakyamuni Buddha still expounded the visualization methods to Queen Vaidehi because that's what she specifically asked. And then after he expanded the visualization methods, then he talked about the 9 grades of rebirth to show Queen Vaidehi that you don't necessarily need to employ the visualization methods because it can be too difficult, it's too subtle for ordinary being's mind. But what you need to do is just to Nianfo with deep faith and vow to attain rebirth in Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. And before Shakyamuni Buddha talk about the visualization methods and the 9 grades of rebirth, he first told Queen Vaidehi about the 3 blessings of pure karma, because these are really foundational practice for all Pure Land practitioners and for all Buddhists. It's very important that we have this foundation of the 3 blessings of pure karma. It's like building a house. If your foundation is not strong enough, then when you build a house, it can be very shaky and easy to collapse. So that's why it's very important for us to cultivate the 3 blessings of pure karma. Okay, so let's have a read about this extract together from the Visualization Sutra.
At that time, the Well-Honored One said to Vaidehi, "Do you now understand? Amitabha Buddha is not far from here. You should concentrate your mind and carefully contemplate the beings who have accomplished the pure karma of that land. Now I will extensively explain various examples for you, so that in the future, all ordinary beings who wish to cultivate pure karma may attain rebirth in the Western land of ultimate bliss. Those who wish to be born in that land should cultivate the 3 blessings. First, to be filial towards one's parents, to serve and respect teachers and elders, to nurture a compassionate heart and refrain from killing, and to practice the 10 good deeds. Second, to receive and uphold the 3 refuges, to fully observe the precepts and to maintain pure conduct without violation. Third, to give rise to bodhicitta, to have deep faith in the law of cause and effect, to read and recite the Mahayana teachings, and to encourage others to advance along this path. These 3 are called the pure karma. The Buddha said to Vaidehi, "Do you understand now? These 3 types of karma are the right courses of pure karma for all Buddhas of the past, present, and future."
So Master Shanda also emphasized the importance of the 3 blessings of pure karma greatly in his commentary on the Visualization Sutra. So he said all Pure Land practitioners should cultivate the 3 blessings of pure karma. This also acts as provisions for our rebirth in the Pure Land. And you may ask, what if I don't want to practice the 3 blessings of pure karma? Can I still go to the Pure Land? So I wouldn't say no, provided that you have deep faith and vow towards Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, but it can be a bit shaky because you don't have the foundation. If you don't have these principles as your foundation, then when the karma appears, like some kind of incidences appeared, because you don't really maybe cultivate precepts in your life, then maybe you don't have this meditative concentration, and you may lose the mindfulness on Amitabha at critical moments. So it's very important that you have this strong foundation and you Nianfo with deep faith and vow. Then this practice, your practice, is very solid. So no matter what happens, your mind is not easily swayed or disturbed. So this is very important for people who are serious about attaining rebirth in the Pure Land. And also because the 3 blessings of pure karma resonates with the Buddha's heart. This the Buddhist practices. If we want to realize Buddhahood, I first cultivate the 3 blessings of pure karma. These are foundational practice for any Buddhist practitioners. And some people say, but how about those evil people from the 9 grades of rebirth? We know that even for evil people, at the end of their life, they happen to encounter this practice, this dharma. Maybe someone told them about it, and they give rise to the heart of repentance, and instantly they Nianfo and vow to attain rebirth in Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. They can still go to the Pure Land. But for us Pure Land practitioners, we don't want to run the risk like that. We don't want to wait till our last moment. Since we encounter the Dharma now, this is where we should start to cultivate diligently, and also to cultivate the 3 blessings of pure karma to build up this strong foundation, so we can definitely attain rebirth in Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land and also attain a higher grade of rebirth. So we should try to learn from the good students, from our good teacher, which is the Buddha, not learn from those evil people who they were just very, very fortunate, also because of their blessings. Maybe at the end of their life, they happen to encounter this Dharma and they can go to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. If no one tell them about this practice, if they had not cultivated enough blessings for their past life, even if they encounter the practice, they could not Nianfo, they could not generate faith and vow, etc., and they could not go to the Pure Land. So that's why we should not learn from the evil people. When we practice Buddhism, we should learn from the best. to refrain from evil, to cultivate all good, to purify one's mind. This is the teachings of all Buddhas. So that's why we should learn from our teachers, like the Buddha, not learn from those evil people. They're not our teachers. So when we practice Buddhism, we need to learn from the Buddha. And also the 3 blessings, they are sequential. If the first point are about humans and heavenly blessings, if you cultivate the first point, then you can generate good blessings in this human world. And if you don't Nianfo, then you could maybe ascend to the heaven realm with these blessings. And the second blessings are the 2 vehicle blessings, the sound hearers blessings. That is, you just cultivate for yourself, you observe precepts, but maybe you don't care too much about sharing the Dharma with others to help others. The third blessings are the blessings of the Mahayana, for people who can generate the unsurpassed bodhicitta while they're here. Not only that they Nianfo for themselves to attain rebirth in the Pure Land, but also they want to help as many beings as possible to attain rebirth in the Pure Land. Like we had explained before, if you can generate the unsurpassed bodhicitta and you vow to attain rebirth in Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, you can attain the highest grade of rebirth. Because the bodhicitta, this bodhi mind, resonates with the Buddha's heart the most. The Buddha wants all beings to all realize Buddhahood, not only himself. So if we can generate the unsurpassed bodhicitta and to also want to help others to guide them to the Pure Land path, to go to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, you can really generate infinite merit by bringing more people to the Pure Land, and you can definitely realize Buddhahood much sooner, the fastest. It's to generate bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is the core for anybody who wants to realize Buddhahood. If you don't have bodhicitta, you cannot realize Buddhahood. So that's why bodhicitta is so important for our practice. So we also had a video on bodhicitta before. If you want to learn more about bodhicitta, you can also refer to that video. Okay, so in the next series of video, I will go through each one of the dot points in the 3 blessings of pure karma together, and we will look at how we can cultivate or embody these practices in our everyday life. Okay, so may all beings hear the name of Amitabha Buddha and attain rebirth in Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. Namo Amitabha.